Anyway, Mia, I want to begin our show today by talking about deceit, duplicity, and what people like to call lying. We live in an era of instant information, ladies and gentlemen, and the feeling that you can understand anything if you can just find the right website, right? But underneath this free access to all info is another current that's a very troubling trend to my mind, at the very least, and that is the creation of an almost schizophrenic society where nobody is what he says he is. Everybody is exaggerating or editing themselves to fit into a role they think will elevate them or in some way benefit them. In other words, everybody appears to be misrepresenting themselves, fudging on their resumes, restructuring their histories, and when you get right down to it, lying about who and what they are and are not. I think we have created a nation of bullshit artists and liars, Mia. Everybody trying to present an attractive face in order to get the gig or the girl or boy or in some way better themselves. And people are either choosing to or have become forced to become deceitful to get what they want. How do you see this?
Well, I see anything as a consequence of how we are living today, right? We have technology. It's very easy to lie on the computer. Change your pictures, change your resume. But truly, the question you got to ask, who are you lying to?
Yeah.
You know, to yourself? And how big is the lie? You know, a minor thing, no problem. A combination, a little exaggeration. We know everybody does that in the media. That's a way to get your things commercialized.
Yeah.
But to the point, and also depends of your intentions, why you are lying for. You know, just to get a woman to go to bed with you so you feel powerful. You're lying to make more money. You know what it's all you're lying about. And truly when you lie, it all comes down to source. You're lying to yourself. And the lies, they won't hold on for too long. You know, you can take somebody out and how are you going to prove all those things that you say you have and you don't have it anymore? And how can anybody trust you? You know, once they find out who truly you are. Wouldn't it be better just to show who you are? Even what you are, it's not as great as you think it is. Maybe other people will like you better if you are who you are instead of trying to be someone else.
My point, I guess, I wanted to raise is that there's really such pressure today to represent yourself in the best possible light and to, you know, in order to get that attractive job or whatever it is you've got your ambitions set on, you've got to magnify who you are to the highest degree. And I think it's creating, at least in my mind, people that really don't understand who they are. At the end of the day, they've been lying the entire day, creating exaggerated profiles of themselves, so that when they finally get back to their wife or husband, they really don't have an idea of who they are, right?
Well, if you lie so much, you know, you kind of lost yourself in your lives.
Yeah, you lost yourself. Now,
in your creations.
I wanted to add this as some context. In the old days, especially, you know, in ancient Greece, which is my specialty, it was understood that you need to be honest and you need to lie. But as you said, Mia, it depends on the situation and the degree. The idea today that a person should always speak the truth or speak honestly, I wanted to ask you, is this an outmoded idea that has no place today? Or is the concept of personal honesty and telling the truth something that is critical to every person in every era?
Well, for me, you know, honesty is very important because I want people to trust me. If I say something to you, I try to keep up with my promises. And I hate when people, you know, just promise something and they don't do it. How can you trust the person? But we are in an era that's so much easy to lie nowadays. You can Photoshop your pictures. You know, you can write beautifully. You can show pictures of things that do not belong to you. But I think it's a consequence of the era. We have 7 billion people in the planet today.
Right.
That's a lot of people.
Right.
And the market's much more competitive. And also, we are now for the looks, you know. If you don't look a certain way, people don't want to look at you. We live in a very high, you know, physical world.
Yes.
Of
Image
appearances.
counts.
Yeah, image is everything.
Right.
I mean, look, people become famous. We don't see many ugly people that are becoming famous, you know, that are physically not attractive. If the person is too obese to win a show, then they shun them away because their appearance is not perfect, even if they have a perfect voice.